step onto a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier while it is still dark, and the ship is already alive. Not awake, alive. The deck vibrates under your boots as jet engines spool up somewhere above you. Ventilation fans push air through steel passageways that never sleep. You have been awake for nearly 2 days, and your brain is already behind the pace of the ship. This is not a base. This is not a workplace. This is a moving weapons platform carrying thousands of people, nuclear reactors below your feet, and aircraft launching with zero margin for error. Every sound matters here. Every delay matters. Every tired mistake compounds fast. In the next 72 hours, you will learn how people survive inside a floating city built for war, where exhaustion is normal, privacy does not exist, and the ship keeps moving whether you are ready or not. This is your first 72 hours aboard a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier, and nothing in training fully prepares you for what comes next. In movies, aircraft carriers look clean, heroic, and organized. In reality, the first days on board are loud, cramped, confusing, and overwhelming. These ships carry more than 5,000 sailors and aircrew. They contain thousands of compartments, miles of passageways, and operate on a schedule that never pauses. The moment you step aboard, your old routine disappears. The ship's routine replaces it immediately. If you have a family member who served on an aircraft carrier, share their experience in the comments. Those stories matter. Arrival and the first shock. Your journey begins before you ever see the ship. After boot camp and job training, you receive orders. Then you arrive at the pier early. Because in the Navy, being on time means arriving before you are expected. From the pier, the carrier looks unreal. A steel structure taller than most buildings, with a runway stretching across the top. You stand at the base of the gangway with your sea bag on your shoulder and paperwork in your hand, and a simple realization hits you. This ship is not a place you visit. It is a place you live. You walk up the gangway and stop partway. You turn and salute the American flag at the stern. Then you continue to the quarterdeck where the officer of the deck waits. You present your ID and your orders and request permission to come aboard. It sounds formal because it is. This moment officially makes you part of the crew. Once inside, everything moves fast. Service records, emergency contact forms, life insurance paperwork. You receive a berthing assignment, a division assignment, and directions you will not remember yet. Then the first real challenge appears. The carrier is a maze. Thousands of spaces span multiple decks. Passageways twist, ladders are steep, compartments look identical. You are tired, overloaded, and learning a new language at the same time. Berthing and the reality of living space. Your escort leads you to berthing, the sleeping compartment. This is where the carrier stops. Feeling impressive and starts feeling real. The space is packed with racks, lockers, and people. Your rack is stacked 3 high. If you are assigned the top, you climb up carefully because there is little room between your face and the ceiling. The rack is narrow. Your locker is smaller than you expect. Everything you own must fit inside it. There is no privacy. Even your thoughts feel loud. Berthing operates 24 hours a day. Sailors work rotating shifts, so someone is always sleeping while someone else is getting dressed. Lights are dim or red. Footsteps echo. Lockers slam. Someone laughs quietly. Someone snores loudly. The ship itself never stops making noise. Fans, pumps, doors, and announcements run non-stop. Learning to sleep through it is not a skill. It is adaptation. The bathrooms, called heads, are shared. Showers are quick because someone is always waiting. You learn to live efficiently in a place designed for function, not comfort. Night 1, broken sleep in a moving world. By the time you climb into your rack, exhaustion finally catches you. Your body wants sleep, but your brain is still alert. The rack shakes as sailors climb in above and below you. Announcements crackle over the loudspeaker. Even tied to the pier, the ship moves slightly with wind and tide. Once underway, that movement becomes constant. Some new sailors feel seasick. Others adjust quickly. Most do not sleep well the first night, not because they are forbidden to, but because everything is unfamiliar. Around 5:30, the compartment wakes up again. Morning watch sailors move out, showers run, boots hit the deck. You climb down from your rack, feeling like you slept and like you did not. Before we continue, tap like and subscribe. Most viewers watch without subscribing, and it directly supports our mission to document real military life and operations. Day 1, learning the ship. Your division assigns you a sponsor, an experienced sailor whose job is to keep you from getting lost and help you learn the basics. That sponsor becomes your lifeline. One of your first stops is the mess decks. Feeding thousands of sailors is a constant operation. Lines move fast, meals are staggered. The food surprises many people. It is not perfect, but it is reliable, filling, and designed to keep the crew functioning. Orientation continues. Medical, ship store, post office, emergency routes, fire procedures, flooding response, chemical alarms. Every rule exists because mistakes at sea escalate fast. You also begin learning the ship's language, passageways, ladder wells, scuttles, berthing, heads, acronyms everywhere. The flight deck, controlled chaos. If the ship is conducting flight operations, your sponsor may take you topside. Before stepping out, you gear up, cranial helmet, ear protection, goggles, float coat. Safety briefings are strict for a reason. The flight deck is not just loud, it is physical. Even with protection, jet noise hits your chest. The smell of fuel fills the air. The deck vibrates constantly. Sailors in color-coded jerseys move with purpose. Every color has a role. You watch an FA-18 Super Hornet lock into position. The jet blast deflector rises. The pilot powers up. A signal is given. In seconds, the aircraft launches and disappears into the sky. Recoveries are just as intense. Jets slam onto the deck, catching arresting wires and stopping almost instantly. A missed wire results in a bolter, and the aircraft takes off again. This is where you understand why carrier operations are dangerous. There is no room for error. Day 2, work becomes real. By day 2, you report fully to your work center. This is where you will spend most of your time. Aviation, engineering, operations, supply. Every job matters. Qualifications begin immediately. You study systems, procedures, and emergency responses. You stand watches. You learn routes and responsibilities. Long days are normal. The ship never closes. Your body begins adapting. Eat when you can, sleep when you can, learn constantly. Day 3, the shift. Around the 72-hour mark, something changes. You are still tired, but less lost. You recognize faces. You know where to go. Small wins stack up. This is also when emotions surface. Homesickness, doubt, loneliness. Commands expect this. Support systems exist for a reason. Sponsors, leaders, medical, chaplains. You begin noticing the small things that help. The ship's store, the gym, the barber, lounge spaces, moments to breathe. By the end of day 3, you understand the truth of carrier life. You do not survive alone. You survive as a team. Conclusion. Your first 72 hours on a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier are not a welcome. They are a test. Loud, exhausting, relentless. But they are also the start of transformation. You arrive as an individual. You begin becoming part of a crew operating one of the most powerful weapons platforms on Earth. Every carrier sailor remembers these days. The confusion, the noise, the first launch, the moment the ship stopped feeling foreign and started feeling like home. If this video gave you a clearer picture of carrier life, like and subscribe for more real-world Navy operations and analysis. And if you served, or know someone who did, share that experience in the comments.